The shooting along Division Street last Friday that nearly killed a driver was not a carjacking. Investigators now believe the incident that triggered a lockdown at a nearby school was a rolling armed robbery with a connection to illegal drugs. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey joins us live at the shooting scene to show us why. Jeff?
Well, Dave, fortunately, there simply isn't a lot of random violence here in Spokane. Initially, it did appear that the gunman had targeted that particular vehicle because it was a flashy sports car, but we now know that everyone involved in this incident has a connection to illegal drugs.
Don Young was sitting inside this white Mitsubishi waiting for the light to change when witnesses saw a man walk up to the car and hop into the passenger seat.
I saw a kid in a black hooded sweatshirt get into the passenger side of that car.
When the suspect got in, Young saw the intruder's pistol and tried to escape, but was shot in the torso.
I noticed the driver got out and was rolling around on the ground. He had blood on his forehead, and so I called 911.
Arriving paramedics struggled to keep the driver from bleeding to death. Young had to be revived with CPR. Meanwhile, the alleged gunman, Joe Ellery, fled on foot, but was taken into custody after a patrol dog tracked him to his hiding spot in a nearby backyard.
The information that we have now is that there was somebody owed somebody money, and Mr. Ellery got out of the car, approached the guy in the white car, shots fired. Victim collapses behind the vehicle. Bad guy takes off running.
As it turns out, that bad guy was a passenger in a pickup truck stopped behind the Mitsubishi. Detectives say their suspect had seen Young driving down the road and once at the red light approached the sports car to collect an unspecified debt.
There was some sort of drug involvement in this case, and you know, if you're high on meth, it's a magic drug. It makes you do crazy things, and if you already have a propensity to do those things and you add a gun into the mix, people are going to get hurt.
Tests at the hospital show that Young, the shooting victim, was also under the influence of narcotics. Criminal records indicate Young, a Vietnam vet, struggles with substance abuse, but his friends say he didn't deserve to be shot.
He's a great person. I mean, he never hurt anybody in his life. He's the kind of guy that would do anything for anybody, you know. And I just don't understand why somebody would do that to him.
Now, Ellery, the alleged shooter in this case, is a Spokane criminal who Spokane police say was so high on methamphetamine at the time of this incident he couldn't even remember his name. Ellery was convicted back in August of trying to steal a car, but he apparently was on a methamphetamine binge and passed out inside that vehicle before he could ever drive it away. Reporting live in Spokane, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.